Looks like that Ronin bastard is getting close to finding us out. Should I do him in? No, I'll handle him. Killing him would only get the GM's attention. Besides, my power is best suited for this case. Speaking of, when can we begin opening that portal to the real world? My glove is just aching for some blood. All in due time.
Job's a joke you broke, your love life's the away. It's like you're always stuck in second gear, when it hasn't been your day, your week, your month, or even your year. But I'll be there for you when the rain starts to fall. I'll be there for you when the big rain falls. I'll be there for you 'cause you're there for me too.
Hey, you ready for something really fun? We're gonna look at an anime movie that's so awesome, you wouldn't believe that it's a G-rated movie. Yeah, even before Secret of Nim, which showed us that children's films can be dark as hell despite the rating it has, the movie we're looking at is more proof that you can definitely tell a story this dark even if it's G-rated. That movie, of course, being Chirin's Bell, or as its English title is called, Ringing Bell. Now look at this art. You wouldn't think something this cute could be dark in nature, would it? Well, think of it like this. It's like Bambi, where it starts out being lighthearted only to go a tad dark while still retaining its lighthearted nature. But with this movie, once it goes dark, that lighthearted feel slowly disappears into nothing. But why just tell you about it? Let me show you what I mean. Now, we'll be looking at the Japanese version for this review, so don't mind the subs. We start off with a snowy background as we get a song that will be cruel irony for later.
Chirin no suzume omoidasu yasashii matsume o ohore ni o.
We eventually meet our main character Chirin, who's just about the cutest little lamb you'll ever meet. Aw, who's a cute little lamb? Aw.
Oh, look at the cute sheep, Lady Ursa.
Oh, who's so cute little baby lamb? Oh, you're so sweet. You are. Oh, this cute little fluffy.
Oh, look at the cute little lamb. Oh my god, it's so cute.
Oh, who's so cute little baby lamb?
Aw.
Oh my, oh.
Anyway, Chirin is this movie's example of a child at its purest, not knowing what the hell everything is or how to deal with it. It's all sunshine and rainbows for him.
チリン、よーくお聞きなさい。この柵の外には決して出てはいけませんよ。ごらん、あの岩山にはウオという狼がいて、いつも柔らかい羊の肉を食べたいと狙っているんだよ。
変なの。
どうして？
だって羊なんて毛がもちゃもちゃ生えてて食べにくいよ。
He's just so cute. How can anything possibly go wrong with him? Well, outside of this scene, it doesn't look like much of anything.
こんな遅くまでチリン、一体何をしてるんです？本当に悪い子だよ、お前は。
ごめんなさい。
So far, everything plays out like an even more lighthearted version of Bambi prior to its death scene. For as a lamb, his life is pretty well sheltered and he doesn't have to worry much about the outside world. It actually makes sense in a realistic perspective, since at our youngest, we pretty much have no idea how bad the world can be, hence why we're so innocent at this point in age. Anything bad that would happen could easily taint that innocent soul with sorrow. Speaking of which, we've now reached that point in the movie where it slowly turns from being lighthearted to dark as hell. And it begins with this. Meet our villain, Wolf. Yeah, it's nothing fancy, but it works. Now watch him kill! nature? You scary.
王に食べられなくてよかったね。お母さん。ねえ、起きてよ。お母さん起きて。やだ。死んじゃ嫌だ、お母さん。死んじゃ嫌だ嫌だ。お母さん死んじゃ嫌だ。
We're not even halfway through the movie and I feel like I want to cry. He didn't even get them for that long and I still feel bad for him. Now, unlike in Bambi, where there was a fatherly figure to tell our protagonist that nature is like that and how you have to accept it and move on, Chirin has nobody, as he desires to get back at the wolf. And it goes as well as you'd think.
僕のお母さんを返せ。僕のお母さんはお前にやられて死んでしまう。
I like how he's just sitting there like he doesn't give a damn.
僕のお母さん。
I should have thought this through! Ow. And then this happens.
僕を弟子にしてくれ。僕は王みたいに強くなりたいんだ。強い狼の方がずっとかっこいいもの。ねえ、僕あんたの弟子になってもいいでしょ？
Yeah, you wish to become stronger, so you ask the very thing that killed your mother to train you. You got a lot of balls to do that, considering that he has fangs and you don't.
羊の分際で何をほざく。おとなしく牧場へ帰って丸々と太るんだ。その時はお前を食べに行ってやろう。
Oh, and he's voiced by Zeizo Kato, aka Japanese Megatron.
もう頼まないえい。僕だって狼になれるってとこ見せてやる。
By this point, Chirin has shown signs of reluctance as he's so serious about becoming a wolf that he'll even look like a fool doing so.
狼だぞ。お前が相手だ。
In some circumstances, children will realize just how powerless they are and just stop doing this. But as Chirin shows, there are people who will throw away their own lives just to obtain some sort of power to avenge the loss of a life. This is funny now, but just you wait. So Chirin decides to follow Wolf around and see how much of a badass he is. Why, he's so awesome, he got his skills from watching Ginga Densetsu Gin.
小僧、ここはお前の生きる世界ではない。羊らしく牧場へ帰れ。
嫌だ。牧場なんか絶対に戻るもんか。僕はどこまでも王についていくんだ。
I'm just gonna put this up here for now and continue. Of course, he's still alive by this point, which shows how desperate he is in wanting to do what he said he'd do. Soon enough, though, he begins to see the cruel side of nature after getting into his first fight.
僕がどうしてなんだ。どうして弱い者は死んじゃうんだ。
誰かが生きるためには誰かが死ぬ。それが野生の掟。わかるか、チリン。死ぬか生きるか。ここは戦いだけの世界だ。
And in your case, you're nothing but lamb chops to me. But in seriousness, he is right. In nature, animals do have to fight each other for survival, and what he's saying is that if you don't buck up and learn to fight for your life, you're not going to live for very long. It's a harsh lesson to accept when you're little, but it's very well true.
生きることは悲しみを知ること。その悲しみで心の牙を研ぐのだ。ついてくるがいい。俺が狼の生き方を教えてやる。
地獄へ落ちても構わない。命だって美味しくない。僕は狼よりも強くなってお前をやっつけてやる。
Yeah, take him in even though he'll likely kill you. Well, whatever flows with you, I guess. And it's here we see the end of one's innocence. You know how in some countries they train children to wield weapons at a very young age? Well, the same case is being applied here. Chirin, who is now full of hate and resentment, is being trained to use that hate as a weapon in order to become stronger and fight for his right to live. He's a huge example on how revenge and hate can twist even the purest of hearts to become mere killing machines. It's these reasons why villains like Sasuke, Darth Vader, and Magneto exist. It's why terrorism continues to run the world. It's because the hate we gain at a young age transforms into something greater. In other words,
use your aggressive feelings, boy. Let the hate flow through you.
So he spends his time training and killing other wild animals just to become stronger, all while having an awesome musical score.
Jama suruna, jama suruna, jama suruna, jama suruna.
So after 3 years, it would seem he's ready to face Wolf. Until he says this.
この山で生まれ変わったのだ。今やお前は僕のお父さんとさえ思える。僕もあなたと一緒に地獄へ行こうと決めたのだ。見ろ王。この森も山も草原もすべて僕たち二人のものだ。
Wow. You've struggled to find the strength to kill him, but now you wish to do nothing more but be with him till the end? That's quite something. Like, this is like how Anakin Skywalker should have gone through his path to darkness. I mean, Wolf was able to drive Chirin to grow stronger, but also be at his side forever. You see that, George Lucas? This is how you write a character! And to further show how far gone he is from his previous self, we see one of the most epic fight scenes of this movie. Look now at what was once innocent. This is what he has become. A monster who's driven by sheer hatred and resentment. Never again will you look at sheep the same way. You won't be able to count them without seeing the ram from hell nearby, for he will fill you with nightmares. This is hell's spawn. This is true darkness. This is...
Tear him up.
Mood killer. So Chirin prepares to kill his own kin, but after being reminded of what he once was before the madness, he decides he can't go through with it, but Wolf can. Not this time.
よくやった。こうなるのが一匹狼の運命。
Now you'd think that with a movie like this, there'd be a happy ending, right? Nope, not this time. Because Chirin has become a monster of his former self, he's forced to go back to the mountains alone, where he would realize the error of his ways.
俺は狼にはなれなかったんだ。それなのにお前がいなくなって僕は一体どこへ行けばいいのだ。
This movie is great. It's a wonderful example of how even a movie that is somewhat aimed at children, and by that I mean children who are maturing, it can keep a dark tone even till the end, whereas most films tend to go for the happy route. From the beginning it treats you with the standard lighthearted story like out of Bambi, but once the dark stuff hits, it slowly pushes out any hopeful or cute moments, and by the time the movie is over, you feel like you learned something. It's truly a story of a fallen hero, who made one mistake, and that's letting revenge get the better of him. On top of a good story, the music score is also brilliant to listen to. This movie is definitely worth the watch. Just don't watch the English dub, because, well...
Hey, I'm flying! Chirin! Get up!
Media Hunter, bringing you... Who can that be? Hello? Isaac, is that really you? Yes, but what's wrong? I figured out who made that helmet you gave me. After months of analyzing records, I was able to find out who it came from. But you sound so frantic. What's going on over there? Nothing now, but I'm afraid of what might happen, so I have to at least warn you. The warlock who's after you is... Ronan? Ronan? Ah! Ah! No! The evidence! Sorry, old friend, but he can't learn about me just yet. His time will come soon enough. But for now, you can just forget about everything. No! You can't! Sleep. Ugh! Gee, no! Just a bit longer, I promise.
Chirinの鈴で思い出す優しいまつげを